So today, like I said, we're going to be doing a gallery deep dive. I will show you a gallery, how it can look, and then I will show you how to actually go about building that gallery. Then after that, we're going to go into our help page. We're also going to dive into the Idea Studio, and then at the end, we'll show you different ways you could go about getting help from us. So let's get into it here. Let me show you my screen real quick. So right here, we're looking at a gallery that I built. It's a Christmas tree decorating contest. So what I did here, I just uploaded a couple Christmas trees just so you could get an idea on what you might be able to do here. We're approaching Christmas time. Hopefully that comes as no surprise to you. If it does, then it might already be too late. But this is what our galleries can look like. Let's click into one of these, just see what we have. This one, it's a real Christmas tree, and we can see the title it shows here, the name of the person that uploaded it, and it's showing our description. We also have the options to vote for this Christmas tree to win. You can see here a couple of them I voted for already, but I will give you an example of what it's going to look like on voting, and we will go from there. So I'll upload my information to submit my vote. And just like that, we have another one. But yeah, let's get into this so I can show you exactly just how we got here. So let's go into the dashboard. I'm just in my regular test account at the moment, but you can see I'm on the campaigns page. Here are all my current running campaigns, my campaigns that have recently been completed, and also drafts. Drafts are just campaigns that you've built but you've never put a schedule on. Those will always just show up here as well. But let's show you how to go in and actually create that gallery. So I'm going to create campaign, top right corner, and then we will be selecting gallery. I'll just call this the Christmas tree gallery, and then we'll start it. So there's a few dates here that are important. There's 3 of them total. We have the start and end date. This will be for the whole contest or the whole gallery. Essentially what this date is in control of is how long this gallery will actually show on your page. So let's say we wanted to run this for 2 weeks. Now I have my gallery set there. And then once I get to the other dates, I'll show you what exactly those mean as well. But this date right here is overall just how long this gallery will be shown on your website. So here I have the title, Christmas Tree Gallery. You could change your prize here as well. Let's say we wanted to give away a $100 gift card to the best tree. So now we have our prize uploaded. Now let's get into the actual setup of things. So here we have our entry form. It looks just like our sweepstakes entry form, but there's a slight twist. You can see the gallery submission layout here, and you can also see these lines kind of going back and forth from our form to our submission layout. So what these do is they tell you where exactly this information will be shown on this user's gallery submission. So here we're looking at the where they'll actually upload an image, and then where that will go. So that will be the primary media. So that will be the overall image that they see. And then we also have the title of your submission. We have that uploaded here. And then you could pull the user's first name, and then if you have a description, you can add it here. But essentially, if you want to add any more information there, we have all these drop downs, and this is what you'll click to see what you can add into this field on the gallery. And so I kind of showed you that a second ago, what that looks like. So here's one that's already built. So there's our title, there's the person who entered it in, and then there's our description. So this is how it will actually show on the side that our end users are at. So let's go back over here. And one of the things we like the most about our gallery app is that it's all user generated content. You could generate your own content here, but a majority of the usage we're getting here is to have our different users interact with us. They could show off their Christmas trees, they could show off their pets, just anything like that. You could host the Battle of the Bands type contest through here. The possibilities are endless, essentially. But today we'll just kind of go over the basics just so you could get started on how to actually build a gallery. So we look here in this right side. This is our desktop layout. We could click and drag this. This is where the images will actually live in this box right here. We could edit it to look how we want, as well as changing up how many different entries we show per page. So let's start by adding a background image, because right now we just have a gray background and no one really likes a boring gray background. So let's upload our background image here. And I have a couple ready. So here's that Christmas tree background. And one thing to know about this is I pulled this this background from our templates. So if you wanted to run the same exact gallery, like as far as the images go, the background images and whatnot, you could find this in our templates and upload it yourself, and then just change all of your own dates to make them work how you want them. But let's change a couple more things here right now. So this is how it's looking at the moment. Let's say I only wanted to display 8 pictures at a time, just like how my previous one was set up. Let's go into the layout editor for that. So this gives you a drop down. There's a ton of fun stuff you could do here. Here's our entry button options. If you have a gallery where maybe you're just uploading the content, you won't check this box, but in order for users to be able to upload their images, videos, etc., you'll have to have this box checked. And then here's the second date. That's to be noted, and it's optional on this one, but this shows how long you'll have that your submission button on. And we see after I turned it on, we're showing it right here on the top of our box. And so if we wanted the first half of our gallery to be people to upload, and then the second half of our gallery to be for people to vote, we could change our dates in accordance to that. So I'll click on today's date to start, and I will click on next week is when we'll stop allowing. Well, let's go all the way to Christmas Day to when we'll stop allowing our Christmas trees to be uploaded. So now that button will be live up until Christmas Day, and then after that, we'll start our voting. But there's a few other things you could do here. So let's go down to customize our layout. Oh wait, sorry, I overstepped. We also have the entry button text here. You see right now it says add your own submission. On my previous one, I had it to just say share your tree. So this is where you'll change that here. It's under the entry button options. You'll just take that off, and then I'll put submit your Christmas tree. There is a character cap. I might have reached it, so I'm just gonna say submit your tree. And then down here, this is the customized layout. So this is where we'll go to actually change what these boxes look like and how many of them we have per page. So let's click on that drop down and just see what we could do. So right now, these are all the thumbnails. You could change the thumbnail sizes of them. You could get really crazy with it, but I'm just gonna keep it around 170. And then for my thumbnails per page, it could be changed here. I will just drop that to 8, so we could get it to look like our previous gallery that I showed you. And then I'm gonna click this so I could drag my thumbnails to be where I want them. So now that I have that set and ready to go, you could change your spacing of these as well. Maybe you want your thumbnails to be further apart from each other or closer to each other. The possibilities are kind of endless. You have a lot of customization to work with here, but it's kind of best to go around and play with it and just see what works best with your image that you have uploaded in the back, or see what works best with your image. But for now, I just put 8 total entries to be shown per page. And then we'll go towards the bottom, and this is where you could change more of the desktop layout and settings and stuff like that. So now that we have this date up and ready to go, let's talk about our voting date that we wanted to set up. So once the gallery submission period ends, let's say we wanted to start voting after that. So I'll scroll down here and I have my voting options. You click on this drop down and it gives you the voting start and end time. Until you actually enter a start and end time, voting will be turned off. But once you have dates in here, then voting will be turned on starting on those dates. So since I had the submission period end on Christmas Day, I'll have my voting period end on or start on Christmas Day. And I'll have that go all the way to the end of our contest, which was going to be Friday the 30th, that is. And then below that, you could also change how many votes you want to allow per person. Right now it's just set to 1 per day, but you could change that. I'll just say 6 for the entire, or 5 for the entire contest. Then you also have the options on whether or not you want to display your votes. As you can see in this gallery, I was displaying my votes, but you could change that to show percent, or you could just change it to not show at all, and then have it show once voting ends as well. That just makes it to where maybe you don't want your voters to be just voting based on who has the most votes already. So then you could just go ahead and do that. But then towards the bottom, we have our vote type. Right now it's set to require email confirmation. What that's going to do is whatever email that they enter in, they'll be sent a number to verify who they are. But I'm going to turn that off for now and then just click vote type by email. So all it will require is just the user's email address. And then they'll be able to vote 5 times per that email address. And then over here on the right, there's more required voter info that you could add. So right now it's just a full name and email, but let's say you wanted their phone number, you wanted zip codes, you could add those here. You could even add custom fields. And if you want your voters to be able to opt into a mailing list, you could turn that, you could change that to optional, and you could change your messaging here. Would you like to subscribe to our emails? And it's as simple as that. Now that will pop up when a user goes to vote. There's just a lot of cool options that you have here, and you could have your opt-in on your regular form for your people that are uploading images as well. But this is kind of it as far as setup goes, at least setting all your dates if you're having voting on and off. One thing I would like to note that is if it's going to be just you uploading the content, we do have this submit an entry button here. That will just have it to where only you submit the entries, and that's actually what I did here on the Christmas tree. It was just me uploading all those. But let's go up here. So now this is our desktop layout preview. So let's also look at the mobile view. This is just going to show you what this will look like on the mobile side of things. We'll upload a mobile header here as well. I have a couple ready there. And then it will show you how your gallery actually look here. And I didn't change the desktop background color, but that color that you have here will be the color that shows up on your mobile side as well. So let's get this about the same green as possible as my background. We'll just say it's close enough. But now that's how that's going to look on our end. And then I could upload my grid image here, which is for if you use our campaign grid. This is the image that's going to come up when they click on your contest page and see that grid. And then here's our Facebook share image and caption. This is kind of self-explanatory. This is the image that's going to pop up when users share this onto Facebook. It'll also be the image that pops up when they share onto Twitter, as well as just their regular link as well. So now we have all that set up. Now next we could go into the submissions, and I'm actually going to go onto the submissions of my page, or of my gallery that's already created of this one, just so you could kind of see what that's going to look like when you have actual submissions in there. So one thing that we do when someone uploads an image, it doesn't automatically go onto your gallery. You have to first approve it or reject it. The reason for that is we don't want to see any content that you could think of that you don't want on your website, and we don't want anyone to be liable for that. So we make sure that all the images have to be what we want, and we have to approve of them. So someone uploaded a selfie. They were looking for attention here, and obviously this isn't a Christmas tree. So we're going to go ahead and reject this user. And so let's go one step over. This is on new and approved. This is the main part that you go to when you go into submissions, but let's go to the approved side now. So here's all of our Christmas trees that people have uploaded and that we've approved. You can move them to rejected after. Sometimes after a contest is over and you just want to display the winner based off votes or however you decided, you could just reject all of the images except for the winner, and then that will be the only person showing up, and you could show that they are the winner. Just kind of some ideas that you have there, and then you could go into your rejected and see there's where our user who didn't upload a Christmas tree at all, we don't want them, we rejected them. There's where you'll be able to go to find that. The next tab over is our stats tab. Here's where you could see how many people uploaded galleries. We had 9 submissions total on this one. We'll go to the bot. We had 0 new users through this gallery because I was the one that uploaded all of them. So I'm not new to my own account, as it would turn out, but yours would be different. Yours would display how many new users you had. Then we also have our voting stats. Right now we've only had 3 votes, but it will show you just exactly how many there are. And what's cool about that as well is we'll going into the download tab. You'll be able to download either just your entries, so that would be all the users who submitted an image into this gallery, or you could also download all your voters. So you could do both of them. And I forgot to mention, if anyone has any questions, we do have a Q&A. I have Leilani from the support team also on this call. So if you have any questions or if, want me to slow down on anything, you could reach out to the Q&A and we'll be able to help you out over there. And that's just part of the Zoom call. Sorry for not mentioning that before. But anyway, so here's where our votes are. And then if you wanted to choose a winner randomly, you still have the option to do that. Let's go over to the choose winner tab. You could choose a winner from, you could choose it by amount of votes, and it'd just be weighted. It would still be randomly selected, but you can have your winners chosen like that. And but a majority of these, if you're choosing your winner by votes, you won't really have to go into here, but you'll have the option to. Yeah, let's go back into our setup, and this is on the one that was created before, so this already had all the entries in it and everything. As you can see, I had my voting options down here and ready to go. But yeah, that's kind of it for the gallery. There's a couple more things I do want to show you. So in here, let's click on the wrench. So what I showed you today was just a Christmas tree gallery, where I only allowed people to upload images, but galleries are a lot more than just that. You can have people upload images, you can have people upload videos, and you can even do audio files. So we'll and YouTube as well. We'll see people create Battle of the Band contests, where you want to go in and listen to a song from someone, whether they uploaded it from an audio file or a YouTube file, and you'll be able to actually listen to that and have people vote on their favorites. And one thing that's cool about video uploads as well, down here we have our thumbnails separate button. So what this does is you could have someone upload an image and a video. So you could have the thumbnail be the image that they uploaded, and then have the primary media be the video that they uploaded. So once they click onto the picture, it'll take them to the video, and then they'll be able to watch the video. Yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff like that in here that you could kind of go through. Does anyone have any questions as far as those go? I'll kind of just leave this up here for a moment just so we can see that. And like I said, I have Leilani on the call with me. She'll be able to help answer any questions that you might have. But in this break, I'll be able to actually speak on the questions as well. Doesn't look like anything's popping up. So let's move on to our resources. So this will be how you could reach out to us at any time. You could go to that's actually help.audience.io now. We've since changed that. The ideas.aptivada is still the same. And then you always have the chat that you could find us in. Let's actually show you where you'll be able to find that. So we get that when you're going through these videos, it can be a lot to process. So if it doesn't all stick, or if you just have questions in general, anywhere you are within the audience platform, you could click on this bottom right corner, and it's just our chat bubble. And this will be a direct bat signal to our support team. Our support team is really great. We usually will respond in under 2 minutes. Me and Leilani are both on that support team. But you could search for help in there, or you could send us a message directly. Like right here, I could just click national campaigns, or I could type what my question will be, and it will go right to us, and we'll be able to help you with that. I also wanted to show you what our help center looks like. So this is help.audience.io. Here's where you can find a lot of help articles that we have, our video library, which will be uploading this video and the rest of our Back to Basics as well. So if you want to go back later and look at what the sweepstakes video was on, you could go and check that out. We also have frequently asked questions, and we also have a YouTube page. And all of our Back to the Basics and our tips and tricks will be uploaded there as well. And we also have the digital sales training. So if you miss anything, there's no need to panic. We have it all here. Or if you see this information and think it'd be helpful for your team, you could go find it over here. And we'd be happy to help you if you forget where this is as well. If you message in and you're like, hey, what's your YouTube page again? We'll go ahead and send you a direct link to it. And then last but not least, we also have our Idea Studio. On our Idea Studio, that's where you could go and sign up for some of our upcoming national campaigns. You can see templates as well over here, and you could even get featured. We have a lot of case studies down here that you could go into and just kind of see what's working with other users and see if that might help with your contest. Maybe you could run something similar to what they're doing. This is where you'll go to actually see those. I think I wasn't sharing my screen quite yet, but here's that Idea Studio. But yeah, with that being said, I think that just about wraps it up today. We're still working on switching everything over, but in case you missed it, we are Audience now instead of Aptivada. Here's kind of our cool graphic to show that. But yeah, pretty much everywhere you go now, you're going to start seeing Audience. Yeah, that will be all for today. Feel free to message in if you have any questions after the fact, and we look forward to helping you out on these. Thank you.